So you've come to learn about calm aim, huh? Perfect. Let's get started. Calm aim is the practice of taking your time and not acting on impulse in high intensity fights. It's easy to want to react right away to get the first shot in. What if we slowed it down a little to make sure that shot counts? We can all agree that Valorant isn't about who's shooting first and more frequently, especially with the inconsistent RNG in the shooting mechanics, but who's shooting who in the face, abruptly ending the other guy's round and giving them time to think about the horrible job they did when taking that fight. So what do we do to ensure that we hit the shots that really count? An easy place to start is stop holding your breath. Your brain needs oxygen to do simple tasks like clipping your toenails and opening doors, yet we hold our breath when we need to clutch up in round 16 of overtime, and your buddy's already watching TikTok too close to their mic. You can practice good breathing habits by playing death matches and just focusing on breathing in and out. In other words, find a rhythm like a Buddhist monk in the mountains trying to find inner peace, but in your case, it's just to rank up and ruin some other gamer's day. The next step is to relax your body, and lucky for you, breathing is already a fantastic step in that direction. Almost like all these steps are gonna work together to make you a better player. In any sport or task that requires doing something the right way, the best way to do it and do it well is to stay relaxed, and that starts with your body. How are you supposed to make smooth, calculated movements if your body could be compared to finding the Tin Man dead in the middle of a field a few centuries into a never-ending rainstorm? Stay loose, stay confident, and don't forget to breathe. Okay, it's time to get real for a second. Let's talk about gun safety. I know it's a weird thing to bring up when it comes to playing video games, but it might actually help us play better, who knows? Rule 1, if it moves, shoot it. Rule 2, the best way to know if a gun is loaded is to point it somewhere and then pull the trigger. And rule 3, and my personal favorite, is have fun. Alright, that might work with real guns, but this is a video game we're talking about, so we might have to tweak a few things. Take some time to know what you're shooting at, or in other words, whoever shoots first doesn't always win. Take the extra half second to line up your shot after you strafe to almost guarantee it hits. The recoil in this game is more unforgiving than an old person who just took the last jar of Flintstone vitamins off the shelf in front of, and making bad shots is the old people of the vitamin aisle in comp. Just take your time to line up the shot. It also helps if your crosshair is pointing around the same place players' heads are going to be before you peek, and not role-playing a Roomba sucking up spare change at your grandma's house. Most people will miss their first shot due to rushing and not aiming properly, so you'll have your first shot accuracy advantage and crosshair placed right where you need it before they have time to get another quality shot in. So with your level head, steady breathing, and more accurate first shot, you're almost ready to dominate your opponents and their moms and dads after the game in the bedroom. Okay, stay with me. There's just one more step, and this one is easy, or at least I thought it would be. Choosing your sensitivity. Many players believe playing at a high sense is going to help you flick better, but Valorant isn't built on flicking. It's built on adjusting your crosshair ever so slightly to line up a headshot on someone across sight or down the long lane of mid. If you can't make tiny adjustments when you're already focused on not dying first, panic is going to make your aim worse. Bang, I rhymed. I recommend starting with 800 DPI at 0.3 in-game sensitivity, or 1600 if you want overly smooth mouse movement at half the in-game sensitivity, 0.15. Many of the best pro players play at these senses, and if the best think they work, then they can also work for you. Tens, Aspas, and myself would be grouping in with these guys. All use similar senses around 800.3 or 1600.15. You can also adjust the in-game sense as you like to fit what is most comfortable for you. Now that you know how you can master calm aim, you may be thinking, what if it doesn't work for me? Well, here's the thing, Goober. It's gonna take a lot of practice. No, stay with me. I understand that's frustrating, especially with your rank on the line, but hear me out. You spent the whole time you've played this game creating bad habits for yourself. So bad, in fact, you looked up and clicked this video to get better because you couldn't take it anymore. Now you have to break those old habits, create new ones that become muscle memory for you. But here's the thing, that takes practice. My advice is put on some calming jazz, head over to deathmatch, and just line up your crosshair in people's heads. But wait, there's a catch. Don't shoot until the other person shoots first. Work on patience. You also see many people waste their first shot trying to shoot faster than the enemy and miss most of the time. You'll learn that you have a lot more time than you think. Practice the technique of taking your time to ensure you have a higher probability of getting the upper hand in each fight you take. Calm aim is a productive and effective technique used by many players from various ranks every day to better their gameplay on a competitive level. The hardest part is staying consistent and not falling back into old habits, and to commit yourself to always trying to push forward even when you feel like you want to give up. Just try your best to better yourself and make it a habit to relax and breathe, and once you get it, you'll climb the competitive ladder in no time. Unless you solo queue like some sort of sick animal and have to depend on the damned and brainless to carry you to victory. If you guys enjoyed this video and there's more you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments what I can do next to help you goobers peel yourselves out of the lower ranks. Thank you!